So let's go towards tech independence. That's what I'm saying to everybody, and I invite you to do the same decision. And really, if you are already watching this video, I think you've already committed to this path. And you know, it's such a freeing feeling to really have tech, have the phone in the pocket, and let it serve you. You know, let it amplify your present self. Being intentional with tech, giving it the boundaries it really deserves. I think that's the challenge for everybody nowadays. The tech is not regulated as it's supposed to be, and we are the ones, we are the regulators. You know, if the system doesn't help us, we need to be proactive and develop those boundaries and really. So congratulations if you have come this far and embraced self-awareness and digital minimalism. So right now we've consciously chosen our digital toolkit, and it serves us in three main areas of life. So if you haven't watched the previous videos, please go do that, but I'm assuming you've done so if you've come so far. So let's talk a bit about tech independence and some of the aspects of it that I've identified over my humble time, really. So tech independence is about balancing privacy and public information and what we share. So I think then there is no silver bullet for this, and everybody has to find that balance for themselves and what works for them, and choosing what's public, what's private. And essentially we need to see information that we put out on the internet as public information as something that's being shared on a town square, if you can imagine that. So preserve privacy inside the journal, and when extending to digital tools, make sure you are sharing just information that you are confident sharing. And there are certain tools that could help preserve that privacy when we choose digital tools. So the first is, of course, VPN, which ensures there is a secure channel between you and the service provider, and that, you know, the infrastructure of the internet doesn't have access to your exchanges. And also just treating online conversations as street encounters, which means that you know, the conversation times out after a certain period of time that you set. That's what I highly recommend to everybody, because it frees you from many feelings I cannot even describe right now. You know, conversation is one-time exchange, and you can act on it in other systems. So you can record your thoughts or to-dos in different systems based on that conversation. But that conversation happened and it disappears. So treat online messaging this way, and I guarantee that it'll free you a lot. And then we have this awareness of digital dependencies. So you know, we are already intentional with our digital toolkit, and we've probably mapped all the online services in the password manager, so it's easy for us to get to those services and use them. But really, just see the dependencies and review them regularly, and see whether they allow you to walk away. So that means deleting your account or exporting the data so you can transfer it to different provider. See this as important functionalities. You know, there necessary for digital freedom. And of course, understand business models behind those services. So whenever you are using something for free, ask whether the information you are sharing with the service provider is not being sold as a commodity. You know, in not in a way that you didn't intend to. You know, ask those questions. They have to make money in some way. Then there is data ownership and security. So data backups are also an aspect that helps with tag independence. Data backups put us in control. Whenever we put something online, service provider makes sure that the data is persisted, but we don't own it on our devices. It's mostly in the cloud most of the times. And so make sure that in those cases you download the data on a regular basis, and this way you also become aware of how much information the service provider knows about you. And this helps you with re-evaluation of your digital toolkit. So it gives you more understanding of the toolkit that you have. So also please avoid ecosystem lock-ins, and service providers are very clever because they try to hook you into their ecosystem and use as much products from them as possible. But interoperability is more than convenience, and we should really diversify service providers, and that helps us be free in the long term. That means relying on open standards of data formats, not the proprietary ones, and trying to think about interoperability and transferability of the data we create as part of our digital footprint. So be aware that they are clever, the service providers are clever, and they want to own you. And you are not, you are not really making that easy for them when you try to diversify. Don't rely on the single provider for everything. And of course, there is self-hosting aspect and open source software. So in case you really need total control over your digital well-being, and you have maybe very sensitive information that you don't want to share with anybody on the public town square, that is the internet, use private cloud at your home, and use open source software, host it yourself, but be aware that you are responsible for securing the channel, and that's additional weight on your shoulders. Of course, there are always trade-offs, and we are here to make them. We are here to make uncomfortable choices because we've decided to walk on this path toward tech independence, and this fuels our freedom. We value the ability to make choices and make them with ease. That means we are not giving ourselves that easily to anybody, and our information is sacred, and we treat it that way. So thank you for watching, and I hope this sounds like an invitation for everybody who is watching, and invitation to really explore what it means to be tech independent for you. I'm on that path, and it's really beneficial to my well-being, and I'll try to uncover those benefits in the coming videos in different content formats. I'll try to experiment a bit more. This was just an outline of the Free with Tech philosophy, and it may sound messy at this point, but I know that I'll be able to refine these messages as I go, and I hope you go along with me, because this is just the beginning, and there is much more to come. So please join, subscribe, and interact in the comment section, because I'm really curious what you think. And yeah, have a great day. This is really great day. Sun is shining, and I hope you have something similar at your place, wherever that may be. So yeah, cheers.